I appreciate that, Katie. And of course, the bill was inspired in part by Andrew's work on UBI. If we succeed in that, I think it can set up the model for uh, some kind of income support in the future, and not just in this, but someone's trying to change jobs or is trying to start a business. That there could be some sense that people ought to be getting some income support. But I think this is the first serious effort at it in Congress.
Okay.
Hey, Ro, can we hear more about this? Like, how many votes do you have? Like, what does that look like? Because I see more people signing on all the time. I'm just very interested.
No. I think when we got David Cicilline, that was a big deal because he's part of the leadership. We have about 70 members of Congress, which is a pretty big number. If you get to 100, that's kind of the magic number, and we've already gotten 70, and that's why you saw Pelosi say just a few days ago, she used your language saying, I'm open to having a universal minimum income, and that's something that should be on the table. That was a huge change from her in candor. She's never been open to the idea before. So I would at this point be very surprised if we don't get at least a few months of stimulus. Now, Washington is a hard place to change, and we shouldn't underestimate what a big win that would be if we got that. And I'm not saying this just because you're on the phone. Everyone, when they think of this idea, thinks of your campaign, because that was your singular. We had other issues, but that was your tagline, and so it's had an impact.
Hey, Ro, that's tremendous. It sounds like we could do it. And anything we do, even for like a few months, is like a freaking game changer for millions of people.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate it. One thing that could happen, and I don't have the list in front of me, but I can get that, is we can at least see that all of the Asian American caucus should be supportive of it, and that's and I know people here have relationships with different members. Most of them I think already are, but if you're willing to check in with some of those members and say, hey, can you get behind this? Can you tweet about it? Can you be an active?
Let's do it, Ro. Yeah, I'll call you after this, and then just like point me in a direction, and then we can like try and tag team. And if anyone here obviously wants to help too, if they are API caucus members, that would be tremendous. It'd be like, look at this, for the API Heritage Month, we can show a united front and help save some lives by getting money into people's hands.